Sabba papassa akaranang kusalassa upasampada Sachitta pariyodapanang etang buddhana sasanang.
Today is one Magha Puja day. It is one of a very important day, a very important festival in Thai Buddhism. Generally, internationally, we are very familiar with Vesak Day or the Visakha Puja Day, the birthday of the Buddha. But in Thailand, from the time of the King Rama IV, has started another very important day, that is the day of Magha Puja. Magha Puja Day can be considered as the Dhamma Day if we define Visakha Puja as the Buddha Day. When we say it is a Dhamma Day, we can go back and look at the history of Buddhism, look at the biography of the Buddha, look at the life of the Buddha, and we see that the incident of Magha Puja suddenly very important, because after Buddha was enlightened, he gave the first sermon. And during his first 9 months of delivering sermon to the different groups of people in India, starting from the king, Brahmin, priest, and so many others castes in India. By the time of the 9 months, it is said that there were over 1,250 Arahat, or the monks who has achieved the nirvana, who have achieved the ultimate goal of Buddhism, whose mind was free from all defilements. Therefore, it was on the Magha full moon day, like today, when 1,250 monks, they just gathered to see the Buddha. Because don't forget that, just after he first taught his teaching, he have assigned all Buddhist monks to go to different corners of the world and teach and share what they have understood, what we know as Buddhism these days. So therefore, after their ordination with the Buddha, they didn't have much time to stay with Buddha. Every monk, they just went forward to teach the teaching as they understood different part of the world, different corner of the city. So it was only 9 months after the Buddha's first sermon, all those monks who have achieved what we call Nirvana Arahat gathered together to come and pay respect to the Buddha without prior notice, without any invitation. So those 1,200 Arahat monks who were ordained by the Buddha himself directly by the word Ehi Bhikkhu, come here, O monks. And then it was the day called full moon of the third lunar calendar. And on that day, the Buddha gave or summarized his teaching. In fact, the teachings which he gave on that very day called Magha Puja Day, in essence, there are what we call 4 ideologies, 3 principles, and 6 methodologies. What I mean by that is that when Buddha proclaimed or taught to those Arahat monks who has already finished their job as to destroy their defilements, they are pure monks. They were type of monks whose defilements has been ended. Therefore, for them, those simple teaching is not necessary anymore because their mind is much beyond that. However, Buddha on that very day sort of summarize, or what we call is in new language called build a curriculum, made a curriculum to study Buddhism. And in that curriculum, Buddha emphasized that what is the aim of Buddhism? There are aim of Buddhism, there are more or less about 4 very important ideologies. That is, the first thing is that what you call religiosity, what you call become a religious, is nothing more than to be tolerable, to be patient. Patience towards the vulgar world, or any schism, any cursing, whatever in the society, we might have to face with all those events, words, bad words. So the first thing is that as a human, we need to have that patience to be able to accept whatever good or bad words from these people. So this is one of the what he meant by Buddhism, or what we meant by religiosity. The second is that the ultimate goal of Buddhism is nirvana. Nirvana in a sense of extinguishing all defilements. Nirvana simply means your desire, your hatred, and your delusion come to an end. So this is the ultimate goal of Buddhism. So once you achieve the ultimate goal of Buddhism, your status should be what we call monastic. The nature of monastic is never harm others. And if you say you are monastic, it is also that you will never bother or never disturb others. What we call is the calm one. So therefore, the whole idea, the ideology of Buddhism are placed in these 4 ideologies. Then Buddha went on to explain that if these are the 4 ideologies, how you arrive there, how you attain that. In order to attain that, there is 3 principles of Buddhism. Not to do all evils, to do all goods, and purify your mind. This is the teaching of the Buddha. Which simply means that when you start to do anything, first thing you have to cleanse the what you call is the container. In this case, your mind. You have to really clean out. So once you clean out, means avoiding whatever it is there. It is kind of a cleansing all the bad thing from your mind. Avoid doing all evils. So once your container is cleaned, your second task is that kusala supansapada, which simply means that you have to add on the creativity. You have to add on something called innovations in your life, which is good, wholesome, and not only cleans the container, but it will fulfill the container to a most highest level. Then you have to really look at your mind to become pure, purify your mind. Sacitta pariyodapanang. Once your container is fulfilled, what will happen is that you have to develop the impact of that substance you put in that container. That is the cleansing of your mind. In other words, it is the precept, it is a refrain from your normal life, your normal behavior to be a normal. It is a development of concentration that your mind is trained, and it is a development of your wisdom or way of looking at your mind sight or your mindfulness. That is wisdom. So these are the way how you can achieve those ideologies. But in the life, when you go and teach others, disseminate the teaching, you have to face with all different types of people. Somebody like you, somebody hates you. And it is normal that somebody hates you will easily come and curse you, easily come and bad words to you, and so and so. When these things you have to encounter. Buddha says that as a Buddhist, as a monastic, what you have to watch your mind is that don't say foul words to others. Don't say bad things towards others. Don't harm others. Don't hurt others. And time to time, you have to really follow the principles, the principal teachings. You have to develop those teachings. And then in your consumptions, you should know when to say enough. When to say it is enough for you. You should know moderation. And then time to time, you have to find yourself and go isolate yourself, stay in a more calm and peaceful place so that it works like a charging a battery for your life. And at the same time, you have to train yourself to able to train your mind, which is this we call mindfulness. To be always mindful in whatever you do, whatever you speak, whatever you think. These are 6 methodology, 6 means of achieving the principles, what we call is these 3 principles, and ultimately to achieve the ideology of Buddhism. So this is a simple celebration of one Magha Puja with a very meaningful to us. Even the event has been passed for over 2,600 years, but the meaning, the way, the practice is still relevant more than ever. In this time of consumerism world, in this time of capitalism world, we can see that those teachings is so relevant to our life. And once you can develop those teachings in your life, the result is so obvious that you'll be more lovelier, you'll be more peace, you'll be more lovely, you'll be more beautiful, and more or less, you'll be what we call is a true human, one who cares the true humanity in the world. So the teaching of the Buddhas delivered on Magha Puja Day, like today, was the main idea to respect the human, to follow the principle of humanity, and to be a true human yourself. May all those teachings make sense to your life and experience the happiness everyone seeking for. Thank you.
การไม่ทำบาปทั้งปวงการทำความดีให้ถึงพร้อมชำระจิตของตนให้ผ่องใสทำดีคิดดีวันมาฆบูชา